This is Soundoff8, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen. Yeah. Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. The game's over. Forget it. The game's over. Oh,
Soundoff8 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
We are back at Jack. Old men in dark shades. How you like that one? Great lead in for you?
Yes, it is.
What are we celebrating with the sunglasses?
Solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
You know,
That's right.
We lived through it this afternoon.
My lovely bride dragged me outside to experience the solar eclipse. I had work to do. I was rushing around thinking, okay, I want to look at the sun. I don't have my sunglasses. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
She's looking through a cereal box or something. I'm serious.
Didn't do it right.
I don't, it didn't get dark.
It
didn't even get cool.
I did it. I looked at it.
I thought it would get darker than it did.
It got dark in Wyoming.
It did a little bit. It did a little bit, but it didn't get dark much.
If you were out there the whole time, you noticed it get a little darker.
Really?
A little bit.
But I will tell you now, you obviously didn't have the glasses.
No, I did not.
The special glasses.
No, Maui Jim's.
No, I didn't. No.
Do.
You can't use sunblades.
What?
I mean sunglasses.
Maui Jim's can protect you from anything.
If you had some out at the American Press office.
Yeah.
Our entire office, we have one pair of glasses. Everybody's out there
Budget
passing
cuts.
them around.
Budget cuts.
But it was cool looking through those glasses.
Hobbs.
I'm really.
I'm going to tell you.
I mean, they say don't look at the sun.
Yeah.
Well, without those glasses, you can't look at the sun.
No, it's too bright.
I mean, your
it's too bright.
reflex makes you, but
Yeah,
you couldn't
it's too
see
bright.
anything if you could.
Well-
But through those glasses, in fact, I was thinking, you look at how much of the sun was covered.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it ought to be darker.
You would think.
Okay, all of a sudden we turned into the science guy show.
Yeah, I mean,
we're a sports show.
It's pretty interesting,
This is
though.
the moon.
Okay, give us a science lesson.
This is the Earth.
Right.
The
It
yellow
passes in
McNeese
front.
helmet is the sun,
All right.
and that's the way it works.
Right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to turn
Okay.
dark, but it didn't. So
Yeah,
I lost
it did. It
I
did.
lost everything.
But it was pretty neat, though.
I was hoping it would get darker.
You know,
It was pretty
Kevin,
neat.
Are you into science?
No, I mean, you knew that it was
Every
coming.
now and then I'll stop on the Discovery
Yeah.
Channel, but I'm just.
But I mean, it happens what this Scooter every 100 years, every 10 years or whatever in
very
certain
often.
places.
Yeah.
Yep. So it was pretty interesting for a lot of kids, I think.
Okay.
I mean, in school, but they didn't let the kids out of school today. Did you know that?
No.
They didn't. They didn't let them out for recess. They didn't.
Oh, to go try to. look
Yeah,
at it,
because they
really?
didn't want them doing. I guess
All
parents
right, I'll
requested
try
it.
to keep the shades in
Yeah.
honor of Hobbs and his celebration of the solar eclipse.
Pretty cool. I mean, it was cool.
All
I mean, it was cool.
I don't know. It reminds me of ZZ Top song.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing
Yeah.
here. Okay.
But
All
Rick,
right.
I was gonna have a lead-in joke for the Saints, but I'm gonna let it go though.
Well, let me state for the record. Let me open the show again. I think
was
I'm
gonna have a-
looking at a playoff team.
Whatever.
I think I'm looking at a
Whatever.
playoff team.
Okay, whatever.
3 straight years of 7-9. We broke a
solar
losing
eclipse.
streak in preseason. I think no. In all
Okay.
seriousness,
All
I
right.
think we got a playoff team
All right.
on our hands.
All right.
We'll get into that later.
Okay,
on.
we will. Definitely
All right,
will.
in the fourth chair tonight, Lance Guidry, head football coach of the McNeese.
Good to
State
have
Cowboys,
Coach
coming
Guidry
up
on.
in a couple of segments. We're going to do this. Oh, next segment.
Yes.
Next segment. We'll
Yes.
have Lance on the show. Also, St. Louis head football coach Charlie Cryer
Yes.
will join us way later in the show to talk about the Saints and kick off our high school coverage,
Yes.
preseason stuff. All right, let's start off with the McNeese Cowboys and slash in and segue into the LSU Tigers. And we'll get into a lot with Lance, but they had their final intra-squad scrimmage of the
Yes.
August camp. You know how that works. They close down camp, and now they segue into game week, preparing
Game
for
week.
Nicholls State. A lot of situational stuff. Didn't really show. I mean, everybody kind of played on even keel. Justin Pratt, the starting running
Right.
back, he recently lost his mother.
Yes.
To cancer, which is now he had to go take care of family. Our thoughts and prayers go out to that young man. So now he's back in the fold. He missed 3 or 4 or 5 days,
Yeah.
obviously. So I don't know. I don't know what I took away from. We'll get into Lance and what
He'll
he
give us
took
a pretty
away
good
from it.
outlook
You know,
on
a lot
what
of situational stuff.
See.
LSU pretty much the same thing, right? Situational, working on those last minute situational.
A lot of
things.
third. I think the last scrimmage was mostly third down.
Yeah.
Which the defense dominated the third down part. That's not good. In that
Yep.
the question mark is their offensive line,
Yeah.
and they gave
It's
up
gonna be a big
like
question mark.
10 sacks.
It's going to be a big question mark, Scooter.
Yeah, the correlation when we kicked off our show in August was the interesting angles between LSU and McNeese. Both have offensive line issues to work through.
Yeah.
I'm reading between the lines, LSU man from Ed Orgeron, this might be a serious depth issue. I mean, the level of the SEC and the pounding these guys take,
Anytime
this
a
is-
school like LSU is playing up how confident they are in freshmen playing,
Yeah.
something's a little off kilter because they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Or they shouldn't have to be confident. They shouldn't
I
have
agree.
to be
Kevin,
playing
if you, from your defensive prism that you always seem to look through, and I don't blame you for that.
Wow.
Offensive line depth or receiver depth? Which one weighs on LSU's
I don't have to even think about the offense.
offensive line?
Yes.
Offensive
Look,
line.
if you can't protect, you can't throw.
No, that's good.
Simple as that, Rick, man.
Danny Etling is an all
Simple
SEC
as that,
quarterback.
man.
He can evade.
Well,
He's
now-
all
now
SEC.
I will say this.
You got to give that young man some time, Rick, okay?
I will-
Sorry.
I will
Time.
say-
He's a senior.
I mean, to throw.
Okay, all right.
To
I got
throw.
it.
I will say this. Assuming this starting five can play, and assuming they don't have any, lose any more to
Right.
injury. They haven't lost any to injuries.
Right,
They've
right.
lost one to academics or whatever.
Yeah.
But they normally don't use a lot of offensive linemen. Defensive linemen,
Yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Wide receivers, from what we've heard about Matt Canada's offense, they need a lot of wide
Right.
receivers.
Yeah, they're going to be
Yeah.
running around
Number
a lot.
one, they'll run a couple of miles a game.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
going in motion.
Yeah.
But if the starting five can play and stay healthy, depth is not a huge issue there.
Okay.
It's been a complaint of some people, but I think a lot of schools like that, they're a little, they don't have a rotation really in the offensive
got you,
line
I got
like
you.
some other positions.
Lance Guidry is going to be with us for 2 segments to talk blue and gold and Cowboy football. So we'll save all of that for
Yeah.
him. Let's move over to the Who Dat Nation and what we saw out on the West Coast. I didn't get to see, obviously, just clips of the joint practices with the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think Sean Payton and the staff will get more out of that than preseason. But come on, guys, you had to come away with a better feeling what the defense put up. Granted, it wasn't against Phillip Rivers, but it's still impressive in regards to the consistent
Phillip Rivers
pressure.
had nothing. The quarterback had nothing to do with
I'm
it.
trying to
Saying
see.
it was
cannot believe-
defense, not against Phillip Rivers.
I
Okay.
could not believe the way that the Saints front seven dominated. How
Yeah.
bad
I mean,
did the Chargers look?
that's my point. And Rick, you know what? I'm going to let you make it on that,
Right.
too.
I think
Do
they're
they
a
have
playoff
issues?
team.
Do the
I'm going-
Chargers have
I'm
issues?
stepping out. I'm
Come on,
stepping
man.
out, Kevin.
Okay.
3 weeks into the new season,
I want you
stepping
to
out.
feel that way, Rick, but okay.
You've got nothing to add to that?
No,
We haven't
nothing.
seen Drew
I mean,
Brees.
say,
We haven't
no,
seen
you haven't seen any of them. Ingram, none of them.
Say,
Alvin Kamara. We talked about him.
Okay.
3rd rounder out of Tennessee.
Okay.
Nobody knew anything about him.
Okay.
he had a 50-yard run in which
61.
he was not touched.
I know.
Yeah.
To me, that doesn't prove a whole lot.
I'm just saying. He's got speed.
He was not
He's got-
touched.
Do you know how many
Okay.
touchdowns he scored at UT in a year? In his career?
No.
23.
23?
Good.
23.
Good for
In
him.
like
Okay.
36 attempts, he
Okay.
scored 23 touchdowns
Okay.
at Tennessee. Okay.
36 times he's touched the ball?
No.
Okay.
Scoring opportunities.
Okay,
Whatever
okay,
you want to
okay.
classify.
Okay.
Being 50 yards
I was
out
getting
is
ready to
not a
say,
scoring
okay,
opportunity.
big difference,
All
Rick,
right,
but
I'm just saying,
okay.
I think we
Look.
got a
It
playoff.
does look to me like the Saints have some tough decisions to make in
Yeah.
running back.
Yeah, they do,
I mean,
Scooter.
They're loaded.
Oh, yes, they do.
They're
They
loaded.
might be looking to make a trade. or
Oh,
something.
yes, they
loaded.
do.
Yeah.
This,
But the Saints front seven against the Chargers, I will say this. There was a little bit of exhibition game tomfoolery
Yeah.
at play there.
yeah.
In that it looked to me like the Saints got a little exotic for an exhibition game with some of their stunts and things.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
the Chargers were
Yeah.
typically vanilla.
We're just going to
I'd
run
like to
this.
see
That's
I
it.
liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. All right. Up against the clock.
I'm just,
Fight week. This is it.
oh, yeah.
Last week,
Oh, it's getting
last week
it's
we
getting
put
brutal.
it on the show.
It's getting brutal,
Money
man.
Mayweather, Conor McGregor, later on in the show. It's fight week. It's finally here.
Hey.
I need $100 to buy the fight. Can you loan me?
Oh, we got it. We have it. You can come
All
over
right,
and
up
watch
against
it.
the clock.
Come on,
Cowboy
we have it.
football with head coach Lance Guidry is
All right.
coming up next when we come back to Jack Daniels at LaVerge Casino Resort. Stay right there.
Soundoff8 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaVerge Casino Resort.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on the Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
You don't have to sacrifice taste to stay in the game. Miller Lite, always brewed to have more taste and be less filling. Miller Lite, hold true.
All right, welcome back to Jack here at LaVerge Casino Resort, talking Cowboy football with head coach Lance Guidry in his second year. Welcome to the show, Coach. We appreciate you coming in. I know it's busy, still 2 more weeks, week and a half before you open up with Nicholls State. Let's get some house cleaning out of the way.
Well, you said second year. I mean, as head coach.
Second year.
Be a little bit more specific, Mr. Zero. Come on, you would do it to me, Rick. You would do it to me, Rick. You would do it to me, Rick. Come on now.
Goofy glasses. How is this man
Scooter looks like he's got a straw coming out the side of it with something that he's sipping out.
We've ended the lunar.
Don't stare at the sun.
We've ended that whole solar boring eclipse thing. All right, let's get to Lance. All right, let's get some house cleaning out of the way, Coach.
Yes.
The decision, look, I'm not overblowing this by any stretch. The decision to close practice to the public. What was that all about?
Social media. Everybody wants to film with their cameras and post it online and all that. And then
people see what you're doing.
You got people hurt on the sideline and they're calling people, and all of a sudden it's on people's websites, blogs of who's out of practice and all that. So it's hard to control things unless you close it all, because we don't have the security at Matt East that other people have. So
no, it makes sense.
Did you talk to any other schools, in the South or anywhere, how they address it?
No, not really. We've got some things going. It's a little different because our game 1's against Nicholls, which is a conference game. So it's not like we're playing Division II school or we're playing a really big school where they don't care what we're doing.
Right. Exactly.
So it's most time when we play a really big school, they're working on the team ahead of that game anyway. I mean, it is what it is.
Let me jump in before Hob. You mentioned that. This year's schedule, I've been critical of the schedule. That's kind of doesn't fall in your wheelhouse per se. I've been critical of it because not only the 5 games, but it doesn't have the big money guarantee game. The home schedule doesn't give me a whole lot of juice. All right, it is what it is. All right, but the Sam Houston, you and I talked about that. Not having Sam Houston on the schedule, be it there or here. Give us your opinions of that. And how that plays out. I think anybody who follows the Southland knows that now that Incarnate Word's in there, it's that rotation.
I mean, to me, it'd be like asking LSU if Alabama's not on their schedule, or vice versa. You want to play the best. You feel like it's a great measuring stick of how good you're going to be in the nation. We feel like we're the only team that can beat Sam year in, year out. If we don't beat them, we feel like nobody else can. I mean, last year, UCA had one of the better teams they've had in a long time, and Sam Houston just ran right through them. We didn't have a great year last year, but we took Sam Houston to the wire with not one of our better seasons. So we feel like if we're going to win the conference championship, we need to play Sam Houston. And, I I don't like dodging anybody.
Yeah.
Especially in our conference.
I believe it. If you want to,
As long as we're talking about schedule, how do you feel about opening with a conference game? I can't remember offhand McNeese doing that before. I'm sure they have.
Yeah, my freshman year, my redshirt freshman year, Coach Kieser's first game.
Yeah.
We played against Nichols, and we begged them to wear the blue pants because they had blue pants at one time. Sonny Jackson.
McNeese wear blue
Yeah,
pants?
we wore blue pants in that game. That's the last time McNeese ever wore them blue pants. We never wore them
Legacy
again.
of Sonny Jackson.
That's right.
So
exactly.
how do you feel about opening with a conference game?
I mean, well, we got to come out the gates quick, of course.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we'll be ready to play, I think.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like we're ahead of schedule, and it definitely gets your attention quick because Nichols isn't the old Nichols of the past. They got a really good quarterback. Coach Rebo's doing an outstanding job, so it's going to be a good measuring stick early on. It really is.
no.
Okay,
Coach.
before you get on, long as we'll get all this out of the way early. Another thing that's mystifying me. The game is on ESPN3, which is a nice way of saying it's on your laptop. It's not on TV.
Yeah.
Right? Why do you have to move a game to Thursday for that? What was
I don't know if
there?
I don't know if Nichols thought
question.
that they would get picked up by a bigger station. I don't know what was the thinking behind it. I know that they'll probably get their student body there because it's on a Thursday. It's not on a weekend where they probably all leave. So they're going to get fans there. I don't know.
So it was Nichols' decision to play Thursday. It wasn't because of this.
It was
ESPN3
nah, it was between the powers that be.
Yeah.
You know, when they tell me what time to play, I play.
We're gonna get out of house cleaning. We got to get into some defense, which is right in your wheelhouse.
Yes, sir.
You want to kick it off?
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Coach, one of the things that we've talked about, and even on last year, you know, we just said when we would look at you on the sideline, you would always have your arms folded. It's just like when defense was on the field, you wasn't happy about something. Don't know what it was, but now we know. And now that you're back at the helm on the defensive side of the ball, what do you think has been the biggest change with your kids attitude-wise from a year ago?
Well, I think it's knowing what they're doing. If you're not sure about what you're doing, you're playing confused. You're gonna play slow. You're not gonna play as physical. You're not gonna play as fast. You know that as a player. When you go through your game plan, and you've watched film, and you know what you're doing. It really doesn't matter what they're doing. You're gonna adjust to that. But you know when you know what you're doing defensively, you really start to look at the film and say, okay, I know what we're doing. So when the back set's like this, we get tight splits by the wide receivers. So you can really concentrate on really the task at hand. But when you're trying to figure out what you're doing, there's no way you can play fast and you can't look in depth at offenses like that.
Agree.
So we kind of went back to some things we've done in the past, and the kids are playing fast because of it.
Yeah.
So.
Lance Guidry, Cowboys head football coach, has joined us here at Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino on Soundoff8. You know, House brought it up first. He had some interesting decisions. Everybody's going to have interesting decisions. You've got an interesting secondary where you got more as compared to last year, and I'm not drawing all that correlation to last year, but staying on the defensive side, you got some transfers in that you really like. This Blunt kid out of junior college, another junior college. Talk about that. Address that in regards to where they're going to fit into this secondary, because that's another unit, if you will, that's under your microscope to rebuild.
Well, BJ was a kid that we signed out of high school, out of MAC 35. We knew he was going to be a non-qualifier, but we felt like he was a bottom-tier SEC guy to mid-major guy. So he came in and he didn't make the grade. So he sat out a year and went to junior college, and went to junior college this past year. Went to Gordon City. They won a junior college national championship. He ended up being All-American, and when he came out of there, he didn't graduate. He was short a class. So Texas Tech reached out to us and said, hey, BJ Blunt, you know, is available. We're like, well, he didn't graduate, but because we were his school of choice, he's able to come back to us because he has 40% of his curriculum finished. Wow. So we was really happy because he had so many loopholes.
It is.
So we ended up getting him that way, and we ended up getting another kid out of Central Florida who's from Destrehan. I think BJ will start against Nichols unless something happens within the next week or whatever. But he's added a big physical body and is a really big hitter and a big-time player. So.
Okay, but one of the reasons I think people should be excited that this is going to be a better season than last year is just you taking over the defense, okay? But at the same time, with you doing that, Do you worry that you have no idea what the offense is doing, or how do you juggle that time like during practice?
Well, I've been around our offense for 2 years now, so what they do, they have a system of what they do. So I pretty much know everything that they're doing. We've added in some things, which is kind of the reason why we've shut down practice. We're doing some things with certain players that's added to our forte, so say. So I don't have to watch the offense. I pretty much know what we're doing offensively, the game plan. We meet throughout the week, and Landon's going to call the plays anyway. Yeah, right. It's not like I'm going to suggest what play to call, but the biggest task is going to the sideline, hurrying up, getting the information to my coaches to make the changes on the sideline. If I need to go get them jump started or getting somebody's tail, I'll do it, but I got to get back to the sideline in case we need to call a timeout or we're going to go for it on 4th down and those things. That's the juggling act.
Would you say Landon has a little more autonomy this year than maybe last year?
No, it's the same. I didn't mess with him last year at all. If we were able to run the football, we probably would have been one of the top offenses in the nation because we threw the ball for a lot of yards. This year with Justin Pratt, I feel like we're going to be able to run. Our offensive line is better. Our tight ends are a lot better, with LaWayne Ross. He's going to make a bunch of plays this year.
Hold that thought because we're going to take a short pause and we're going to get into the offensive side of the football with Cowboys head coach Lance Guidry. And I give you all the accolades and praise of keeping a straight face looking at this knucklehead with those glasses. The seriousness of Lance, the focus of Lance Guidry. Comes to the full.
So right.
We'll take a short pause. We're coming
but
back
my eyes didn't get hurt.
No, they're not hurt. They look terrible, but they're not hurt. We're coming back to Jack in about 2 minutes. Stay right there.
Soundoff8 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge Casino, round 2 with Cowboys head coach Lance Guidry. We've covered a fair amount of the season, opening the season with Nicholls State on a conference game, and we've covered some of the defensive side. Let's get to the offense, where they sling it around a little bit.
I'm a little blinded.
You're okay. Don't go with the glasses. James Tavery.
Stay away from him.
Sometimes they say I hype too much. Had a conversation with some guys.
Well, when you're dealing with the Saints, that's an automatic.
So I can make eye contact.
That's an automatic. When you're dealing with the Saints, that's an automatic.
I don't want to put pressure on you. I don't want to put pressure on him. I saw him all last year. I've watched him, in the drills and everything. I told some guys, I said, I think he's Sunday caliber. He's Sunday caliber. He's bigger, stronger.
Okay.
Sunday caliber in your mind?
That's big words.
Yeah, coach. Rick gets a little excited sometimes.
I think he's good. I think he's
very good.
He's very good. At McNeese, the guys that I've seen play, he's got some things that they didn't have. He's got a very, very quick release. He can make all the throws. Of course, he can't run like Kerry and Stephen.
Who can?
But, size comes into it. You know, when you're 6'1", 6.5",
Yeah.
whatever he is, because he's not over 6'2". He's not as big as Gary.
Yeah.
So that's tough. That's tough to say. I mean, I know Drew Brees is 6 foot or whatever, but not everybody can do that. So,
Yeah.
But the kid is very talented. He
Well,
does have some talent.
He'll get a shot. I think he'll get a shot. That's all I'm saying.
I think
Free
he'll
agent,
yeah,
I think he'll get a
shot.
He'll get a look.
I mean, of course, he goes underneath center, which is good. And that's another thing. When you're in an offense that's always in the gun, they question you.
Yeah.
But we do run some things underneath the center, and that's going to probably help him.
Yeah.
Whereas if he was in a true Texas Tech offense where they were always in the gun,
Always
it would probably hurt him.
Yeah.
So him going underneath the center may put him over some of these other gunslingers.
There you go.
Is it safe to say your offense is kind of built around him right now?
It is. A lot's in his hands.
So what are you looking? And I don't think your big problem was offense last year, but what are you looking for the offense to do to take another step this year?
Well,
maybe him. Or some other part of the offense.
We've got to be able to run the football when we need to run the football.
Yeah.
And I thought what Coach Viator and his offenses were always good at is late in the game when the defense was playing extremely well, no matter how the offense had played up to that point. When it got to like 6 minutes left in the game, Coach Viator always found a way to run the football and ice the game out. You know, so that's what we have to be able to do. And the offensive line was a problem last year, but I also thought a lot was on us as coaches that we tried to go do too many things instead of stick to what maybe we did best in certain run plays to just keep getting better throughout the year. I think we jumped around a little bit much, and we kind of sampled with some things. And at the end of the year, we went back to some things that we were really good at running the ball. And Justin Pratt had a lot to do with that.
And you finished out the tail end of the year 3-1.
We sure did. We sure did.
Okay, you got to a point where it was a struggle.
Yeah.
But then you finished out 3-1.
That's right.
So.
Coach, my question is, can the defense be a benefactor to the offense? And saying that is this, can you be a team that can score 21 points, 27 points, and win if the defense can keep the opposing team underneath that? Do you feel the defense can be that? Because I'm going back to the defense.
I know you are.
Do you feel the defense can be that good to where maybe you just have to score 21, 27 points and win?
I don't know that yet. I don't know how good we can be. I think we've got some talent. We've still got some young corners, but we've got some talented young corners. Kid from Oakdale, Darian Dunn. We got a junior college kid in, Kyrie McLean. We've got Kobe Burton. They're all battling for that field corner spot. And then Jermaine Antoine, and got a Foster kid and Kobe Richardson. So I got 6 corners I'm talking about right now, whereas last year we had 2.
Exactly.
That's all we had. And one was the offensive guy that we had moved to defense.
And my next question, Coach, the one things that I know you kept scratching your head on the sideline is big plays. Eliminate those, Coach, you win 4 games.
Sure, and as a corner, they know we're a man-free team. So when you play man-free, where you have a post safety, because you got to use him in the run game now because of all the run-pass option stuff and the quarterback run stuff, that free safety's got to be able to fill the alley. So when offenses get up there and they see a post safety look, the ball automatically is going to go to the outside. It's going to go to the go routes. The corners have to know that they have to defend the go route. You're going to get help on post. You're going to get help on dig. You got to control the fade route. You know that going in. So that's your job as a corner.
Man, I love that. I love
let me
that.
get the last one.
I love that. I just love a guy that can talk with me, man.
Get the personal
I love it.
out and get it around Guidry's mouth and get him back to the offensive side of the football. We only got a waning couple of minutes. Lance Guidry, Cowboys head football coach, has joined us here on Soundoff8. All right, back to the offensive side. Andy Dodd, the transfer from LSU. He is a big young man. He wants to start. I think he starts. Can you tell us now if he's going to be in that start? Give us a sense of Andy Dodd and what he's going to bring to this offensive line. Well, he's a huge young man.
He's seen a lot of different things. Of course, he's going against some very, very good offensive linemen at LSU.
At LSU.
So he's probably faced better defensive linemen at practice than he's going to see all year combined. So he's not going to be shook by what he sees. He's very dependable. He's got a lot of knowledge, and I think he'll help some of the younger guys out. And, of course, he's so big. He's going to be hard for people to run through. So when we get a nose, head-up guy on us, we're not really big. We're not concerned about that because we got a big guy too. So if there is an Isaiah in our conference, we're not worried about it too much.
Do you have him slotted center, or is it center?
He's going to be a center, and he'll back up some at tackle if we need to. So a lot of the guys had to learn a couple positions.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Just getting back, Rick said stay off the defense.
Stay off it.
But
running.
This year, Coach, when you walk into Cowboy Stadium, what's the one thing that you want to try and do to when you look around in the whole that you've got a lot more bodies in those seats than what you've seen in years past. What can the McNeese football team do as a group to make sure that happens?
Well, beer. No, I mean we can only control, by the way we play. We gotta put an exciting product out there, and people. I want people when they come to the game. I want them to see an offense that is like the Los Angeles Lakers offense back when Magic Johnson was the point guard. Showtime.
You wanted to see
distributing the ball, running, gunning, whatever. But at the same time, we need to have a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar running game where we can walk the ball down the floor and give it to them. So that's our running game. And defensively, we just need to get back to flying around and creating chaos and and just playing an exciting brand of football again, and then get in the postseason and win in the dang postseason.
That's it, Coach.
And that will get everybody back. We talk about being an FBS and have a chance to win national championship. Well, you got to win playoffs.
You do
to get there. So that's what we need to control. What we can control.
I agree. Totally agree.
Important thing before you go, we got this helmet here, but it's not anatomically correct because you've added 2 stripes across the top.
Yeah.
I know that's been big on social media. People talking about it. Whose idea was that? What was the thinking?
Well, actually, I had a conversation with Mr. Fred Thomas, who's been with us for a long time, and we put 2 stripes on the pants, and if you're going to put 2 stripes on the pants, you got to match the helmet. Our helmet's the same color as our pants, not as our home color jersey, which is different.
Right.
Our home color jersey is blue, of course. So if we was going to add stripes on the pants, we had to do it to the helmet. Well, Mr. Fred said, we've never worn stripes before. I'm like, Fred, my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, we wore stripes.
Yeah. I didn't know that,
My senior year, we begged Coach Keiser to take the stripes off.
Really?
And he listened to us, and he did it. And we've been solid ever since. It's because everybody was taking their stripes off their pants. Yeah. Well, now, I like having stripes on pants because I think it breaks all the gold up. Yeah. And it's just a traditional uniform. We got 2 stripes on the pant with 2 on the helmet. And we went back, our jerseys now are solid blue again. Next year, they're going to be solid white.
Yeah.
What people don't know.
I like the new look.
I do too.
The back of our jersey's been wrong. For about 7 years.
Really?
Our McNeese home jerseys say Cowboys on the back, not McNeese.
Yeah.
Ever since we went to Under Armour, they've been wrong. They've been having McNeese on the back of it.
Really?
But the home jerseys have always said Cowboys. And on the road it said McNeese.
Oh, well, that's true, yeah.
As a little kid, when
I watched Lance.
As a little kid, when I watched the games, when I watched Stephen Storr and all them guys play, all the back of their jerseys had Cowboys on it. That's how I know.
Okay, the obligatory uniform question by Hobbs. Wow. We only got about 30 more seconds, Coach. Bounce around real fast. Wide receivers, okay, Darius Crawley, Kent Shelby, Orgeron, you're solid. Spend a little time on this tight end. I mean, you guys have been talking to this LaWayne Ross.
Yeah.
Move 255, 260 pounds from running back to tight end. That skill set you guys have not seen yet at tight end.
Never. We've never had a guy like him. Of course, Nick Jacobs is a guy we're never going to get again either. Right. The big guy transferred from LSU. He's playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's a different type of guy. This guy is a fullback, a tight end, a running back all into one. So if he gets the ball in open field, we can't even wrap our arms around him. The only person we played against like that was the kid at Western Kentucky when we lost the national championship. I think his last name was Johnson. Got drafted by the Bengals and played for a long time. He reminds me of him a lot. He's just going to be a sophomore.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 3 more years with this guy, and he is dynamic. And Austin Nelson, of course, is playing as well. Austin's got a little shoulder right now, but he'll be ready nickels. And, I mean, we got 2 really, really good tight ends for FBS football.
Wow.
Quickly, in regards to the kicking game, who right now is leading? And me and kickers, guys, okay? Am I right to say Trent Manuel has come to the fore again?
He has. Trent Manuel is kicking really well. He'll go in as our starting kicker. I think our punter will probably be Alex Jelston, who came back to us from LSU. Good thing is Michael Mack has surgery in the spring, so we'll probably be able to redshirt Michael because he hadn't been able to kick all spring or summer. He just started doing 2-a-days. So him getting a red shirt, he'll still have 3 more years, and this is Alex's last year.
Let's not forget, we saw in the Saints game, Thomas Morstead could be almost like a mini MVP for the Saints. I don't get on the Saints, okay?
Well, he's always
he's just, exceptional. All right, waning seconds.
Bad.
We're boxing, all right? Mayweather, McGregor. Are you a boxing guy or are you an MMA guy? Who are you picking?
Well,
I already know who coach is going to pick.
If it's a boxing,
I already know who
if it's a
coach is going to
boxing
pick.
competition, and nobody can slam nobody to the ground,
Yeah,
nobody
exactly.
can
There
bite
you go,
somebody's
coach.
ear.
There you
like
go,
that.
coach. There
I
you
think
go.
Mayweather will dance around and score points on him.
He will
He's
all
not
night.
going to get hit.
All night.
Put it like this: if Mayweather gets knocked out by him, then God forbid all the guys that he's fought for. He's undefeated. So how good was boxing?
How they feel?
If McGregor knocks him out, who did he really box?
How they feel, Lance, okay? My point in itself, okay? See, Rick's got this thing that McGregor's going to catch him.
If he catches him,
let me tell you something. Floyd is going to set McGregor up and knock him out.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm not saying that.
Look, let me tell you
but
something.
he shouldn't get knocked out. He should dance around and outbox him.
McGregor.
This is the biggest farce put
It
on the
is
American
not.
sporting
It is
public
not.
since Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs.
You are crazy. You are nuts.
Hey, the money it makes, Scooter. Hey, what do you do?
You got
As
a
we
bunch
go
of
to
con
break, let me
What
take
do you
some
do?
exception. Mayweather has fought all comers.
He is.
All of them.
He has. I forgot. He fought Canelo Alvarez.
All of them, Rick.
The only one he's avoiding is Triple G. He want nothing to
Well,
do with
Triple G crazy, man.
And
Triple
yes,
G's crazy.
He fought an aged Pacquiao.
Yeah.
He
Well,
did fight an
supposedly
aged
an hurt Pacquiao. But anyway, the thing with this here, McGregor is talking all of this stuff because that's just building excitement and
Yeah, he
everything.
wants to
He
sell
said,
tickets.
I'm going to walk in there fearless. I'm going to hit him and just knock him to the floor. Floyd is saying, you come on. You get close. No, I
Coach,
just
we
want
wish
you
you
to
the
get
best of
close.
luck.
Okay.
Nicholls State on a Thursday, August 28th
Man.
in Thibodaux. They opened up with a Southland Conference game on ESPN3. Don't forget Inside Cowboy Football
Yes.
on Fox 29 with Lance Guidry and Ron Hayes. That will begin airing on August 28th.
Yes.
On a Tuesday night on Fox 29, 10 p.m., right? So you're
10
not
p.m.
competing with us. So we
That's
love you
right.
for that.
That's
all right?
exactly
Hey,
right.
man.
Inside Cowboy
Coach is a
Football
team
with
player.
Lance Guidry. Coming back in about 2 minutes. Stay right there.
Soundoff 60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed from opener to headliner. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solarsupply.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. I want to remind you, here at Jack, the best in country music live on the stage on Friday and Saturday nights, 10:30. This Friday is Shelby Lee Lowe, and on Saturday it's Cody Canada and The Departed. Let me just say this for the record as you play around with our NFL football. I'm telling you, the acts that come here at Jack Daniels, it's just, if they're not country, they're not anything.
I agree.
Shelby Lee Lowe.
Shelby Lee Lowe.
Okay,
I mean, what do you
Cody
do? That's
Canada.
that's got to
I mean,
be. If
come
that's
on.
not country, what is,
That's
Rick?
country.
Your name
Right.
is Shelby Lee Lowe.
Shelby Lee Lowe.
Your life's pretty much mapped out.
There
for
you go.
You got to be a country. singer.
Jack Daniels.
Shelby Lee
Country
Lowe.
music
Hey,
on
it
the
doesn't get
stage
any better than
Friday
that.
and Saturday
You're
live
not going
at
to be
10.
an
Right here. Believe me.
All right, guys. Many thanks to Lance Guidry for being with
Yes.
us. If you missed him, catch us on the Soundoff60tv.com on our rebroadcast all throughout the week, Monday through Sunday nights at 9 p.m. on Southern Link Channel 4. What?
Really quick. I'm going to be in the press box a lot more this year at some of the
Thank you.
McNeese games when LSU is away. But I'm just feeling a surge of excitement with you with this kid at quarterback? What?
Very, very
Well, he
good.
was good last year.
He was good last year, but
very good.
But okay,
He got beat up against UL Lafayette, slowed him down early.
Okay.
Better offensive line. Got to get that running game in gear. He gets the running game in gear, Kevin, then they'll be more effective.
Okay.
All right. I mean, when that running game disappeared, that front seven was
now the thing that impresses me,
stacking up to stop.
Coach Guidry mentioned, was the guy at tight end. Getting him in open field that big,
He's big.
I want to see
Got
that.
moves and he can catch a
I
football.
want to see
It's
that.
gonna-
That
it's
could be
gonna fun and
impressive.
interesting.
Okay.
All right, are you guys completely poupon my Saints playoff?
Yeah,
Are y'all-
I am. I am.
Completely?
Completely, Rick.
No, I'm
Completely?
not- not
Scooter,
completely.
come on, Scooter. You.
But I wouldn't
This is
base
3
it
straight
on,
years
I
at
wouldn't
7-9.
But you know that is first exhibition game they've won in 4 years.
This is
I don't know if
5
that
years.
matters.
5
broke
years.
a 10-game losing streak. All right, but
No, but I'm not going to get too excited over what happened against. The
But Rick,
Chargers.
this is what
it's bodies.
it is. I totally agree.
I didn't know anything about this Klein guy. Okay, linebacker.
Rick.
Their linebackers look deep. Monte Te'o
Monte
looks
Taylor,
good.
he looked good.
He does,
I will
he
give
does.
him
Well, we
that.
know him.
Robertson,
But-
the Anton, the first pick of a couple of years ago, and then you got some secondary help if they stay healthy. We got to
the
talk
key-
about this deal going on with the doctors. They
Yeah.
fired the doctors from Ochsner Hospital because they misdiagnosed
Yeah.
Delvin Breaux with a broken fibula.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, you
Yeah.
know, I don't even play
That's
a
serious,
doctor
man.
on-
When you're dealing with money like that, Rick, that's serious, man.
But it seemed like a broken leg would be pretty easy to diagnose.
You could sit on an X-ray, Scooter.
Really?
I mean, on an X-ray, dude. You can't see that on an X-ray. I don't know, Rick. That,
We're gonna
Must
have
be more
That's crazy.
complicated
We're
than
gonna
I
have.
would think.
We're
I mean,
gonna have
X-rays should tell you
our
that.
resident expert, Dr. Brett Cassio, on the show in a couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
Okay.
Look, all right. So, but you know, Breaux's out.
Yeah.
Okay. But they've got extra bodies at corner
I think
and
he's
at
out
safety.
for the year.
He's
Look.
not out for the year.
No.
6 8 weeks.
No,
Okay,
6 to 8
all
weeks. 8 weeks
I
at
just
the
think
most.
defensively, guys, I see bodies, I see effectiveness.
But Rick,
I'm
that's the
I'm
biggest
telling
question mark.
you, too.
and then this 44 from Washington. Kiki Honda. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
if he stays healthy.
How about 99 with that interception?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Hill.
You love seeing that, Scooter.
Think of what is that guy doing
Big
back
Hill.
deep?
For
He's
real,
a linebacker.
for real.
In
What are you
coverage.
doing seeing that? The thing is this, Rick. We've said it in years past, man. The Saints, we've always had that glimmer of hope
Yeah.
at the beginning of the season. And what happens, Rick? 6 games, 7 games, 8 games, they've depleted half their roster. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to look to it that early, Rick. Give me midway, and let's see what the Saints are at. And then I'll probably say, hey, Rick, you're right.
All right.
Too
just
early
saying.
now.
I'm just
Too
saying.
early.
I mean, let's face it.
Way too
as long
early.
As they got Drew Brees. We figure they're going to score points.
Yes.
I really, and I said it last year some, even though they had a lot of ups and downs, I really like this coordinator. Who's the defensive coordinator?
Dennis
Yeah.
Allen.
Dennis Allen. Yeah, Dennis Allen. I think he's on to something.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
And give him a few more pieces there. That would be,
But-
you know,
but Rick,
the optimism.
What I understand what Scooter's saying, but when has it been you've had to be a genius to figure out if you get good players in, good things will happen for you? The Saints have always had problems with money in getting players in that needed to be paid. That's been the problem, Rick. You can't.
I can't shut you up. Mickey Loomis, Sean Payton made mistakes.
We
with
knew
some
that was
free
the problem
agents.
all along,
They
Rick.
made some mistakes, okay? They thought they had bodies, they didn't have bodies. Injuries and those mistakes have buried this defense in the last 4 years.
Thank you. I'm
in
so
the
glad
last
you
4
agree
years,
with me. Thank
three
you.
straight years at 7-9, this defense has not been any better than
No.
27th.
That's it, Rick.
Between 27th and dead last.
That's it.
Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. All right,
I
up
feel
against
so
the
much
clock,
better.
Up against the clock. High
feel
school
so much
football is
better.
up next. We're talking more Saints. St.
Yes.
Louis High Saints with Charlie Cryer when we come back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Stay right there.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of Soundoff8. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
All right, welcome back to Jack the Boys in the Box with Charlie Cryer from St. Louis High School in the fourth chair tonight. We appreciate you coming in, Coach.
Glad
Getting
to
ready
be
for
here.
September 1 season start. Let's get right to the meat of it against Sam Houston. I was looking at the schedule. Sam Houston, Catholic New Iberia. You know those Catholic boys. You know,
that's
okay?
it,
And
Rick.
then Barb.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a gauntlet.
It is, and you know we'll be ready to play, and we played Barb well we played Barb pretty well a couple years ago. We beat Sam Houston last year, and Catholic's new on the schedule, so Catholic High, and you know they were semifinalists in 2A the last 2 years, and you know that's a Catholic thing. We're playing each other. I know Coach Indes over there from when I won the state in Abbeville, and.
Do you have the wherewithal, talent-wise, and maturity level experience to handle that? I mean, I know you like to play them tough early to get them ready, but do you have the team?
He's trying to throw you a slider, Coach.
Yeah, he is. I don't know if we match up athletically with them, and but you know I think my coaches will prepare them, and our kids play hard.
Yeah.
And you were at the scrimmage. They'll play real hard, and you know, a few breaks here and a few breaks there, we have a chance, and you know, that's all you can ask for. And as long as they go out and compete and get ready for week 4 with South Beauregard and into the district, I'm happy. We come out healthy. I want to come out healthy.
Come out healthy.
How would you classify this team? Is this a rebuilding, or you got a lot of guys back from last year?
Well, you know, we
don't know.
We got 8 back on offense. Got my quarterback, running back. I got 4 offensive linemen back. A couple of receivers. Now defensively, we're starting 3 sophomores and a freshman.
Yeah.
And but I will say they're bigger than I've had in the past few years. And you know, I don't want to say rebuilding. I think it's going to take a little time defensively, and I think my offense can carry us till we get there.
Yeah. Coach, and looking at you the other day in the scrimmage, the one thing that I noticed, you've got a lot of skill set people on both sides of the ball. How can you use that to your advantage to maybe make up for the spots that maybe you may be a little bit more weaker at?
Well, we're a defense. You know, we're kind of like Lance. We're attacking. We want to attack and attack and attack, and you know, try to let our quickness beat their size, especially across the front.
Yeah.
I've got 2 good-looking cornerbacks. You've seen them.
Yes,
indeed. They're looking good. I have a freshman free safety that's playing just great. Evan Joubert. He's doing great, and. You know, we picked him up. He went to St. Margaret, and I was short a defensive back in the summer while we were throwing. I said, "Get over here. I need somebody." And I said, "You know, I said he's pretty good." So he's progressing, and he's going to make some mistakes, but we feel good with him.
Yeah. St. Louis High head coach Charlie Cryer has joined us here at Soundoff8 at Jack Daniels at LeBare's Casino to talk about the upcoming high school season for the Saints here in Lake Charles. You know, I'm big on quarterback. I'm big on kickers. Give me an idea of what you have at quarterback and where he can take this offense.
Well, Bailey Hardy, he came in as a sophomore and started for us 2.5 years ago, and he did good. Last year we had some injuries. I lost 2 running backs and an all-state defensive end, and that hurt us.
Yeah.
But we had to change offenses halfway through the year and we started putting the ball in Bailey's hands, and he's doing an outstanding job with it. I think it's going to be good. Kicking wise, you know, we always got kickers. Adam.
Always seem to have kickers.
Adam IU.
We can get somebody from the soccer team in a minute, Rick.
Well, you know, believe it or not, 2 of them that had played for me didn't play soccer.
Really?
They did.
Wow.
And Michael Mack was the only one that played soccer. I had one a couple years ago that went to Memphis. And then Adam's been offered by Army. And he kicked a 53-yarder the other night in the scrimmage.
Wow.
Yeah.
And kudos to Pat Neck.
53.
Yeah, Pat does a great job.
He does, Rick.
He
Lord,
does.
Lord.
Tutors and
Works
he works
them,
with them.
works them, works
year
them.
round, it seems.
Yeah,
like.
he does. He works them year round. And Adam, you know, when he was a freshman, I didn't think he couldn't even kick the building, from, out back.
Yeah.
And you know, he made a 53-yarder and punts. He's all-state punter and kicker. And he does great with it. And Pat, you know, look, I don't fool with kicking game. Pat does it all. He does it all.
Guys, you know, in certain,
That's good.
I've seen Westlake.
Yeah.
The late Max Calderera.
Yeah.
Remember that game in the Dome?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Oh,
He's got a
yeah.
kicker.
I remember that.
They win the
They win the
He's
game.
got a state championship.
They win the game.
All
You're
I'm
right,
saying.
though,
They
Rick.
had a kicker.
But
in all
you're right.
fairness, got hurt in the senior
know.
Yeah, he
year.
was hurt.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Got hurt
But
in the
I'm
senior
going to
year.
tell y'all this, Rick. One thing that helps me out defensively is there's an 85% chance when Adam kicks off, it's going in the end zone.
Yeah.
That keeps
And that's 80-yard drive.
Yeah.
And you
That's
talk
it.
about
You're right.
frustrating.
You're right.
You
You're
talk
right,
about
Coach.
frustrating to
You're
an
right.
offense.
Huge.
Yeah.
Good point, Coach.
Put him on the 20. Go from
Okay,
there.
we can't let you get out of here because you've always been very blunt about it. Are we any closer to getting some kind of general agreement on the whole private, non-private, select, non-select fiasco?
Not even close. Coach.
Wow.
No, we ain't heard nothing in a year about it.
Really close.
You know, I will say this much, with what we went through last year, splitting the, you know, when you start splitting girls, you got daughters.
Yeah.
When you start
Yeah.
splitting girls, sports, it gets a little heated. You know, for 3 years, oh, well, it's just football. We won't worry about it.
Yeah.
Now you're
Now
splitting
it's on the girls'
softball
side.
and basketball, and the intensity's heated up. We just hadn't heard anything lately.
Wow.
Charlie, I saw, and I talked about it on
I
this
believe
TV
it, though.
show. I saw a television appearance about 2 months ago out of Baton Rouge in New Orleans of J.T. Curtis, the longtime coach of John Curtis, and he was just saying, look, and of course they were they were looped together with Evangel and maybe somebody else. What more? And this is paraphrasing J.T. Curtis. All right, what more can we do? We've gone low, we've gone medium, we've gone all the way up. We've been yo-yoing all over. We're here. And he doesn't like it either.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants it. But if you're going to put Evangel and put it all in their lap, they've gone all the way up to 5A.
They
What more
have.
can
They
do?
have.
So,
They have,
all right.
Rick.
But there's a lot of you know, I don't want to. There's a lot of school of choice in the public system now.
Yeah.
Now,
It
there's a
is.
lot
No,
now.
it is,
Yeah,
Coach.
you know,
I agree with you
You
on
go
that.
to the rural areas, Church Point and all that. Those kids go to that school.
That's
But
it.
when you get in Shreveport, Monroe, and Lake Charles,
You got choices.
you got choices.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you on that, Coach.
You have got
Totally.
choices.
Hobbs opened the way to my last question in regards to, now you get some signees out of St. Louis High School, and not just kickers. Your opinion of the early recruiting and the early signing in college football?
I like it. I think they need to do it. You know, there's so much pressure on these kids now.
Yeah.
And I think if they can go ahead and get it out of the way and just go and enjoy their last year. You know, I mean, we were recruited
rough.
pretty heavily. It was
rough.
You know, you're here this week, you're here that weekend, and you know, you're 17, 18 years old, and you know, you've got grown men telling you to do this and that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. But if they can go ahead and get it out of the way and sign, I think that would be a great thing.
Yeah.
Charlie, we appreciate you coming in as
Well,
always.
thank
Good
y'all.
luck with the season. September
Always,
1,
Coach.
they open up at Sam Houston. Coming back, Stuff the Wise Guys. Stay right here.
Soundoff 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Soundoff 60, 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates and our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Come in for live country music Friday and Saturday nights at Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. We're breaking in another rookie. Stump the Wise
We
Guy.
are.
What are you, back in the shades
I'm
again?
just feeling like
You're
I want to be
looking
this
You
cool
wanna
guy.
look
That's
cool
all
for
I mean.
Victoria. That's what it's all about.
Women, he tries to
Got a
play
lovely
jokes
long.
with
You're
you.
gonna
get me in trouble,
All
but I'm
right,
going to
here we
stay
go.
focused
What
right
you
here.
got, Victoria? We are ready. You
Here
have
we
the
go,
question.
Victoria.
We have the answer.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
Here we go.
This could very well be the most difficult of all Stump the Wise Guys.
Oh my
You have
God.
to figure out two separate numbers by the given sport and what they mean. First up, Major League Baseball. The numbers are 61 and 1961.
Scooter,
The
come
year
on.
Roger Maris hit 61 home runs.
All right. Hey, Scooter.
That is
Come on.
correct.
Wow,
Bro, come
Scooter.
on,
Let's
bro.
get one with
Babe
football.
Ruth
Come on, here
at
we
the
go.
time, single
Here we
season.
go.
At the time.
Moving to NFL football.
Okay.
The numbers are 5 and 2.
5 and 2.
That could
I'm
be a
thinking
lot of
linebacker.
things.
I mean, that was the
5 and 2.
linebacker, Ray Lewis, that played for the
5 and 2,
Ravens.
5 and 2.
His
NFL,
number was
5 and 2.
52.
All right, it's got to have something to do with.
I don't know.
Well,
52
it's gotta
is
be
rough.
wins and losses, and to me,
I'm going to say
I got to be
5 and 2.
Super Bowl. And who's 5?
I'm
And who
going to
just won
say
number
the
5?
Steelers
Oh,
are
New
5
England.
and 2.
New England.
No. Brady.
Steelers
Brady
are
just
5.
won his 5th.
I said New England.
All right. Well, no. New England lost the Super Bowl. Remember with,
They
with
and they
Tony
lost
Eason.
one.
But Brady.
They lost one under Brady.
They
The
lost 2.
Giants.
That's right. 5 and 2.
That's
Tom
right.
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
Super-
right.
They lost. Ironically,
Okay.
they lost to the Giants.
Okay.
But the New
Okay.
England lost with. Remember, they lost to the Bears
I
in
remember.
'85
I
in New
remember.
Orleans.
I
Okay.
remember.
We're
Okay.
rolling.
Okay,
We got that one.
was
Okay.
tricky.
Next
That
question.
was
Yes, it was.
Now to professional golf. The numbers
Scooter's
are
got this.
18 and 73.
1873.
18 is Jack Nicklaus's
Major wins.
Yeah. And 73?
That's somebody's
It's got to be
age.
his tournament wins. It's got to be his tournament wins.
Yeah.
Tournament wins?
wins.
72.
Regular
That's
All
right.
right, then. Okay. Hey, I said
1873.
that.
The combination of the
Come on
numbers.
now.
This is fun.
All right. All right. I
Okay,
said
now
that was
for a bonus question.
Here we go.
Men's professional tennis.
Hey, I'm going to put this
All
on.
right.
Okay.
It's got all right.
The numbers,
I got a name in mind. It has
Okay.
to either
the
be
numbers
Sampras
are
or Federer. But go ahead.
19 and 91.
That's easy. That's easy. All right.
19
See, you
and
always come to
91.
me in the crutch.
Federer.
Tennis, Federer.
He won 19 majors.
19 majors.
And 91 tournament titles.
91 times. Okay.
Yes, that was right.
Okay. That wasn't bad. Okay, you did pretty good. Okay, it wasn't bad. Yes, it
Could have
was.
been a lot of different
Well, I
things.
said Ray Lewis.
I'm counting that.
Yeah. Oh, we're counting it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Victoria.
All right, then.
She thought she had it.
She did.
Kevin, way to
But I
come
did say
through.
Ray Lewis. I
Way
did
to
say
come
Ray Lewis,
through,
though, man.
Kevin.
Get
All
back
right.
out there.
It's in our waning minute. Focus, gentlemen.
Scooter.
Focus. Mayweather, McGregor.
McGregor.
Kevin.
Look,
who
let me
has
say this,
more-
Rick.
It's not
Look.
a farce. But who has more to lose? Think about it though before you answer.
Oh, there's
that
no
quickly.
doubt. Mayweather, no doubt.
He
Mayweather's a
does.
boxer.
He
He's a
does.
boxer.
He
McGregor's
does.
not a boxer.
I know, but
Mayweather is a
if
boxer by
McGregor goes
profession.
in there and is totally embarrassed,
Rick, let me tell you something.
what will it do to MMA if he's totally
Well,
embarrassed?
it won't do anything because
I
Floyd
don't
is
know.
a professional boxer. He's doing this just to bring some funds to a television
It's a
ad
con
or whatever.
job.
But the thing is
McGregor
this, look,
thinks he can win.
look, the thing is
He
this.
gets a shot.
The surprise comes if McGregor hits Floyd and stuns him, and everybody's like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
But if Floyd hits McGregor and knocks him to the floor, you know what folks gonna say? Oh, I knew it. I knew it all along. I
Mayweather
knew
doesn't
it.
have the power.
McGregor got
No.
as much chance of beating Floyd as I got of beating McGregor.
Wow.
Look, this is my thing, Rick.
What?
The only thing McGregor is going to try to do, he's going to try to get into Floyd's body. Floyd's not going to have it. He's not going to have it.
He's going to pressure him early.
He's going to make him run around that ring, and McGregor's going to forget where he's at, and Floyd's going to land him and hit him.
The referee will play a role in this fight.
Oh, he will.
In regards to, because McGregor,
let me tell you something.
He's going to resort to things.
I'm telling you, he's going to try to get Floyd out of his element. I'm telling you, by tussling with him and getting him up against the ropes. Floyd's not going to let him get nowhere close to him, Rick. I promise you.
It's going to be fun.
It won't happen.
It's going to be fun. Big fight Saturday night
yes,
from
big
Vegas.
Fight.
Mayweather, McGregor. We'll
See
do it
ya.
all another next week.
Yes, we will. Right here.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Soundoff 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Soundoff 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.